Hello everybody and welcome back again to Not That Kind of a Channel. I will tell you now the story why it took me so long to make a new video. The first thing is that our Discovery 4 broke down at the end of May 2024. And in the meantime, it's still in repair. So it's still at the workshop or at the second workshop. And now I will tell you this really long story and what happened in the meantime and so on. But for the first thing we bought a baby Discovery last weekend, and yeah, this is our new car at the moment. I think I will switch back to Discovery 4. But first I have to do something on this one. It's technically okay because there's only one glow plug I think is damaged, and everything else is okay except the interior, because this one is a little bit like the interior on the Discovery 4. Not so bad, but bad. And why I'm telling you the story about the Discovery 4, I will get out everything of the car. I will say, let's start with the story about the Discovery 4. So the first problem was, we were driving to a town nearby, and the kilometer before we arrived there, the car started rattling for a second or something like that when I put down the gas pedal. And then it went back to normal, and we were there for half an hour. I shut down the car, and after this, after I think 20 minutes or so, I started the car back again, and then the car was shaking. It was rattling, it was shaking, and I don't know if you imagine this feeling. You're sitting in your car and you, oh, okay, now everything is gone, and you know, okay, you have an engine failure. Then I shut it down again and started it, and then this was gone, and so I decided, okay, I will try to drive home with this one. But after 500 meters, the car totally broke down, and I let it stand there. And I called Nadja and said, hey, can you please pick me up? Because our Discovery has an engine failure, I think. And so she put me up, and then I called the insurance on this day, because I have an insurance for this one, so that they order or organize a towing company and bring us the car. And the day later, the towing company called me and they said, yeah, okay, we will pick up the car. So is anyone there so that they can tow the car? And I said yes. And Nadja was going there and opened the car so that they can tow and pick up the car. And the next day she went there and she opened the car, and what she gladfully did is she made a video and she made photos of the car, because the car looked really nice, everything was fine. And 20 minutes later, they unloaded the car near our neighbor and let it roll down here. And when the car arrived here, I saw that the whole driver's side was scratched. So 20 minutes before, the car looked really okay for the Discovery 4, but there were no scratches, no deep scratches and nothing. And 20 minutes later, they brought me the car completely damaged on the side. So then I said, hey guys, I was totally blown away by this, because I don't thought that this gonna happen on this day too. And then I said, hey guys, what did you do? And they said, nothing. The car was already scratched. And I said, what? Are you kidding me? Then I showed them the images and the video, what Nadja took before. And I said, guys, look at this one. It looks okay here in the photos. And they said, no. The scratches were before. And I said, no, they weren't before. Yeah, and so this took me 1.5 months, because the towing company said, no, they didn't do anything wrong. After this 1.5 months, they called me and said, hey, come on, can you put the car please into the workshop, because so that they can analyze the scratches and do a repair. And I said, how should I do this? Should I tow the car there? Because the engine is gone and I can't drive there. And so they sent me one guy who inspected the scratches here. And as I said, after 1.5 months, everything was fine. So this was then in the mid of June. And in the meantime, we bought this gray covered thing over here, which is a Grand California 600. It's a camper van from Volkswagen. And yeah, in the meantime, I had to do a lot of stuff on the Grand California too, because at the beginning of July, we planned a trip to Norway for 1 month, and so everything stood still here. After coming back from Norway, we decided to repair the Discovery 4, but we had no workshop who would do this. And so I was calling a workshop here nearby and asked them, hey guys, I would tow the car to you and would you do the repair of the Discovery 4? And they said, yeah, bring it to us. We will have a look at this one. And after 2 days, I called them again to say, hey, what's going on? And I would like to repair this car. And they told me, no, we won't repair the car. And I said, hey, what's going on? Because 2 days before you told me you will repair the car. And so I organized a company who was towing the car to you. And they said, no. So the next thing is I had to tow the car back here after now, I think it was in the middle of August or so. And I thought, well, what we're gonna do now, because we don't have anyone who will do the repair on this one. And I think it was in October or so. I find a guy from my old hometown, which has now a workshop in Sarintia. And he said, yeah, come on, just tow the car to us and I will try to do a smart repair on the engine. So he was going through this step by step. And the first thing he did was he changed the crankshaft and at the bearings for a really, really low amount of money. He tried this step by step. And yeah, he said, and then he called me and he said, oh, okay, we did a test drive and there is another problem. And the other problem, which the Discovery 4 had, or already, the actual engine doesn't have it, but the old one has it, is that the injectors did the spray, the spray image of the injectors were totally wrong. Because normally you have the injectors to spray it on the whole piston. But the problem on this was that the spray image was only on the side, which means the spray image did come down here. And so it pushed the piston so on the side. Then he scratched the whole engine block. And after this, the diesel went down on the side and mixed up with the oil, and then everything is gone. And also the engine block is damaged. And the only thing how to repair this one was to get a new engine block. So, okay, then it was, I think it was at the beginning, no, it was at the end of 2024 when I got this message. And then I said, okay, I will search an engine for you. I will try that they deliver the engine to you and then they can install it again. So, okay, said and done. And then I ordered the engine, they get the engine and yeah. He put the engine in, it was 2 weeks ago, he put the engine in and had everything done and to get it run. And then he said he started up the engine. And after this, there was, I think, at the top of the engine, he said the oil didn't came out where it should. I mean, it came out, but only drop-wise, not like it should. So flow or something like that, only drop-wise. And so he can uninstall the engine again, which means he needs to get out the engine, clean the engine, and then put everything back together. Okay, so now this is, in the meantime, I'm really a little bit pissed about the Discovery 4 and how everything goes, because this is an endless story, a never-ending story, I have to say. And yeah, so I decided in the meantime, I buy this one and drive this one because we don't need really a second car, but we needed a bigger car because our Audi is a little bit too small for 4 people and their baggage and everything. Now I got this one. I found this on the internet on a Sunday afternoon, really cheap because the seller had it in there. The car is from northern Germany, and he had it there and he dropped the price about 4,000 euros. And so I decided, okay, for this price, I will buy it because you won't get it that cheap in Germany and also not in Austria. Yeah, the only thing is the body doesn't look that good. If you come over here, you can see, yeah, there are a lot of scratches in there. Also, I mean, the paint could be good if we polish it and everything, but it's also dirty in there. You can see that there's a lot of dirt in here. And if you have a look over here, you can maybe see how dirty this one is. I don't know if you can see or hear. And yeah, it needs to be washed out and everything. And I will do a video today about this one, how I clean this. I don't know if I will get the seats out or if I will clean it like this. But the interesting thing about this one is it's not dirty on the floor. It's dirty on the headliner up there. Maybe you can go around here. I don't know if you can see this one here. It's dirty as hell. Also this one, and also here, there is nothing really nice in here, and I will do a deep cleaning of this. Yeah. But on the other side, technically, I think it's really good, in a really good condition, because the only thing we had a problem with this while we were driving home from northern Germany. The engine light, the orange engine light turned on, and then a red engine light turned on, but it was the warning for the glow plug, because one glow plug is gone on cylinder 1, and I think I will get it next week, this glow plug, and then I will install it and everything is fine. Yeah, and if you want to have a look around here, you can see more damage on this one. So here is paint missing, there are some scratches over here. Here I will do a smart repair. Then I have some plans for this one too, because I want to make the grille dark, I want to make the leathers dark and so on. Maybe also the rims. Yeah, and if you come over here, you can see why this one was so cheap. So I think it's okay, because if you can easily fix such body damages, small body damages, and if it's technically okay. Yeah, and that is why we bought this one. So this is the short story about our Discovery 4 and what happened in the meantime. I will do some videos on this one and also on our Discovery 4 when it comes back. And if you're interested in our Grand California 600 and what I did in there, because I had a lot of stuff to do in there, just let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I have to say thanks for watching and see you really soon. Have a nice day and bye.